The new Thika Superhighway, a magnificent 8-lane road from the city centre, is one of the infrastructural achievements that the government of Kenya can boast about. The 50.4-kilometre multiple-lane road runs from the city centre all the way to Thika town. The new highway is a great benefit to the economy of people living and operating businesses along Thika Road. However, the new Thika Superhighway has come with a lot of accidents, which have led to destruction of property, permanent injuries, and loss of lives. According to Deputy Traffic Commandant Samuel Kimaru, most accidents are caused by human error.
The trend of accidents currently and previously when the road was not improved, we are seeing an increase whereby drivers tend to speed along the Superhighway. As from January this year, from January 1st January up to now, okay, we have lost a total of 73 Kenyans on the main Superhighway, right from the Bushami to Thika. From the main Superhighway, we have lost a total of 73 people.
We were curious to know if there were any particular seasons when accidents are prone to happen.
Mostly accidents on Thika Road happen on Thursdays to Saturday.
According to our statistics, there are seasons which we have identified as seasons where serious accidents are experienced. One of these seasons is April to May, August to September, and also December to mid-January.
At the time of shooting this documentary, this vehicle was just being towed in at Kasarani police station after being involved in an accident along the superhighway. The government is in the process of introducing new traffic laws which are intended to curb road carnage in Kenya, but the question on the minds of Kenyans is, how effective will they really be?
It is really a serious business. Like now overlapping, if you are found overlapping, you will be fined 30,000. If you are found without uniform, it's 10,000. So you see the penalties. Anyway, to sum up, the penalties is so serious that in some areas you can even be sentenced to 10 years if you cause death by reckless or careless driving.
I think if they can, bring on more rules, like, enforce more systems, yeah, on the road. I mean, it's a super highway, so it needs quite some security, and I bet they can be something done about it.
The penalties which are coming with the new law is so stiff that people have to comply. It will be like the law which is really used to control narcotic or drugs. That people will fear the law. The law will be really a tool which will really assist the police to enforce the law.
According to statistics from the police department, it's surprising to note that a large number of accident victims are pedestrians.
From the main Superhighway, we have lost a total of 73 people. And out of these figures, 45 of them are pedestrians. And as the road now was expanded, the people, that is the general public, did not realize the danger of crossing this Superhighway. So they were jumping over the rails and running as before, trying to cross to the other side of the road, forgetting that the road is so wide that they could not compete with the speeding motor vehicles. There's attitudes a problem, and also knowledge. In our, according to what we have realized, is that our people, they look themselves as so important as an individual that they think a motorist has to pay either to stop at the middle of the road to allow him or her to cross the road because he's so sacred.
Pedestrians, they would actually look at a car coming at quite a high speed, but they wouldn't, I mean, they just cross the road. It's bound to happen that they will get into an incident, yeah?
I think people don't observe the signs, especially crossing the road. And I think this road really needs a lot of traffic policemen because the drivers speed so much and they knock so many people.
For revelers in drinking joints, it's one more for the road, and even though after one too many they can't see clearly, they still insist that the car knows the way home. Ken Oyaya, a restaurant owner, says it's very difficult to control the drinking limit of a reveler, but he tries his best.
What I can tell you is it is so hard to know who's the driver and who's not the driver when they come in here. Yeah. Now the other thing is that when someone is too high, okay, most of the people we know, because it's the same consumer every day. So when someone is too high, we have a parking inside which is secure. So the vehicle is driven inside, the guy sleeps there. When he's okay, he's allowed to go home.
Public service vehicles, commonly known as matatus, are well known for their breakneck speed on the highway as they look to make that extra trip. Life is precious and irreplaceable. Why the hurry?
Most of these pedestrians who have been knocked down, they are being knocked by matatus.
With no training and little knowledge of traffic rules, motorcyclists have become a menace on the road. Motorbike accidents are on the rise at an alarming rate, necessitating an urgent solution.
A lot of them are untrained, and then because it's such an easy mode of transport to get away from, so you find that they cause accidents and just flee. And especially if you bump into one of them as a driver, it's not anything you'd want to get in the middle of.
Motorcyclists, these are people who are riding on motorbikes. These are people who have no driving licenses. These are people who have no knowledge of training skills to drive these motorcycles. They are driving carelessly. They don't know the highway code on where to overtake, on how to ride on the highway or on the superhighway or on the highway. So these are people who actually go to a shop and buy a motorbike, come and just ride on the road without putting even an helmet. So one of the offenses which really attracts a lot of our attention as police is failing to wear a helmet.
These motorbikes are impounded at Kasarani police station for flouting traffic rules and putting their own lives and those of their passengers at risk. A good number of motorists are still trying to find their way through Thika Road. It is challenging for them to determine where to make a turn, which lane to use, or where to stop. Hence, there's an urgent need to educate and sensitize motorists on the usage of the new superhighway. This message is to all road users along Thika Road and all over the country. We all have a part to play in ensuring road safety.
Some other people have even, turned it into a safari rally. People just come and race on the road, and basically, that will lead to death. It has left very many people injured. At the same time, it has also led to a lot of deaths.
The road might be good, like the improvement is really good. It's quicker to get to school, but it also encourages people to speed. And people feel like since now there's many lanes, they can do like a lot of stuff on the road. Like they feel free to overspeed, to drink and drive. And I just feel like maybe we should take a step back and think of our safety first instead of thinking of the destination, Think of yourself first, yeah.
As a policeman, do your work diligently without malpractice, fear, or favor. As a driver, just know that when you are on the driver's seat, a lot of lives depend on you. Somebody on the other side is waiting for you to arrive safely. Pedestrians, please take great caution while crossing roads. Vehicles are metallic, and you are only human. And lastly, to passengers, don't be quiet. Speak up against reckless driving and report those that flout the law to the police. Your family needs you, your friends need you, and Kenya needs you too. Arrive alive.